I started my crypto journey with $35 in 2021 and I've been able to grow from a poor status to a wealthy status. And on the course of my crypto journey, there were points in my life where I went from thousands of dollars down to zero. I did that like 3 times before my life changed finally. And I know this is a story for most of you. Some of you have made some good money in crypto, but you've ended up losing most of those money in crypto. So if you're one of those persons, or if you're aspiring to become rich from cryptocurrency, then this video is the appropriate one for you to watch, because what I want to do in this video is to share all of the experience I've been able to gain in the last 4 years so that you don't end up making the same mistake I actually made. So before getting started with this video, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel right now. And this video was actually inspired by Virtual Bacon after I watched his similar video where he shared his life experience in crypto, and that is why I want to share my own life experience in this video. So thank you, Virtual Bacon, for actually being an inspiration to me, and let's get started with the video. So the first lesson I learned is understanding trends. So one thing I've been able to notice in the crypto space is trends actually change. There was a period of time between 2021 and 2022 when we had NFTs booming. Now at this point, even beginners in crypto actually made a lot of money in NFTs. But the thing is, while a lot of persons made money trading these NFTs, other persons also lost money. And before you know it, this NFT trend actually died off. And after that, meme coins have been trending. So 2021, we also had meme coins trending. And then after we entered the bear market, it feels like everything died off. But from 2023, it seems like meme coins started popping up again, and a lot of persons became interested in meme coins, and a lot of persons have made money from meme coins, not until November when most of these meme coins and the entire crypto market came crashing. And right now, a lot of persons are scared of investing into meme coins because they don't want to lose their money. But even while people are scared, a lot more persons are still going to make money from these meme coins. So what you need to understand is get into the trend very early and make sure to make the best amount of money from this trend. You need to understand how this trend actually works and the best way to position yourself for each of these trends. And remember to pull out your capital as fast as possible before this trend actually dies down. The second lesson is learn to cut your losses when you're up in a significant amount. So what I mean is this: some persons would invest in a token, they'll make profit, and before you know it, there will be some little drawdown, and they won't even look at whether this thing is going to continue going down, and they'll feel like, okay, let me just hold this thing to keep going up, and before you know it, they'll end up losing most of the profit they made and even their money. Now I had a similar experience with this back in November of 2024, where I was able to fund my wallet with around $5,000 in the first week of November, and I was able to turn that to almost $50,000. I think sometime was like $45,000. But what actually happened? I was able to move that money from $5,000 to around $45,000 trading meme coins. But a few days after, I noticed that my wallet was down like $5,000 down, so I had like $40,000. I was like, okay, let me just wait for this to go up again. I think like it's going to still go up. And before you know it, a few days after, I was down to like $30,000. And that was like the appropriate time I would have cut my loss and moved on completely. But you know what? I was still hell bent on, okay, let me even recover back the entire profit I was on. And what actually happened next was I was down $20,000. Before I knew it, I was down to like $10,000, back to like $5,000. And you might be saying, maybe I invested in the wrong coin. No, I actually invested in the top leading meme coins. But what actually happened was the entire meme coin space was actually down. And not just the entire meme coin space, the crypto market was also down within that period of time. So anything you're holding, coins like Popcat fell from almost $2 billion to like $200 million. There's no way you say Popcat is not a leader in this space, that it shouldn't be holding Popcat, but it also fell and people lost money in it. So whether you're holding the right coin or not, you need to learn when to cut your losses and not being a cheat. It is very important for you to understand the difference between the two of them. Learn to cut your losses at the right time and move on with any profit you're able to see from it. And this brings me to the next point, which is learn to take profit. Now, taking profits cannot be overemphasized in this space. When I was up around this $45,000 in November in one of my portfolios, I actually told one of my trading partners that, see, I've been able to push this money from $5,000 to $45,000. It was like, that's actually a good amount of money. Why not cut out some of the money, like $30,000? Or like, no, I need to move this portfolio to $500,000 down to like $1 million in the next few weeks or a few months. You know, I never listened to his advice and I lost most of those profits I was able to make within just 1 week. So learning to take profit is very, very key. One thing you need to understand is when you're up a significant amount, you should learn to take some profit just in case it keeps going up. Now for my case, what I would have done was to take out like $30,000 or $40,000 from that money I've made and then leave the rest of it to actually ride, because that way I've been able to secure myself around $40,000, and if this token actually goes down, I wouldn't be affected at all because I have made significant amount of money already. The next lesson I want to talk about is learn to use crypto applications, specifically simpler ones like CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, DexScreener, DexTools, and many other ones. Now, these platforms actually help you to track all of the coins available in cryptocurrency. Show you CoinMarketCap. This is CoinMarketCap. The website is coinmarketcap.com. And this website right here has over 10,000 cryptocurrencies listed right here. And what you're going to use this website to do is to do your basic research. And over here you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the cryptocurrencies and most of the major cryptocurrencies you know about. Sometimes when I tell people to buy a specific coin, they come back to ask me, where should I buy this coin? It is simple. What you just do is, if I say you should buy XRP, for instance, what you're just going to do is to look for XRP right here. And just in case you can't see it, although this is it right here, you can just use the search bar and type XRP. And you can see some of the details around it. You can do some of your fundamental analysis using some of these metrics you're seeing right here. But if in case you're looking to buy the coin, so you just click on market. And you see a list of places where you can buy this coin. You can see Binance, Bybit, Coinbase, OKX, Upbit, BitGet, Kraken, and many other exchanges. Now, if it's a coin that is listed in DeFi, I'm going to use another coin to give this example. So let's say Michi, for instance. So just search for it like that, and you click on market. So on market section, you can see it is listed on Radium, KuCoin, Mexi. Radium is actually a decentralized exchange. How did I know? If you click on text right here, you would see that Radium is there, Orca, Meteora, and many other ones you can see right here. So if in case you're trying to buy this coin on your Phantom wallet, for instance, you can just use Radium or use Orca.so to buy this coin. But just in case you want to buy from centralized exchanges, you can use KuCoin, Mexi, Gate.io, like a lot of these platforms to buy this coin. So you can see how easy it is for you to buy this coin, instead of coming back to ask me where should you actually buy these coins. And this brings me to the next point, which is use many exchanges. Now, there might be some coins that are listed on Bybit, but they are not listed on Binance, and there are some that will be listed on Mexi, and they won't be listed on Binance or Bybit or OKX or KuCoin or many other exchanges. And that is why you have to create a lot of exchanges accounts, because if a particular coin is not available on this platform, you can actually go to this platform and buy it right away. It's on platforms like Mexi, Gate.io, and many more. This is because when most of these coins start trading on decentralized exchanges, they get listed on these smaller exchanges like Mexi, Gate.io, and many other ones like that. And sometimes, if the coin actually have a good team, they might be eyeing to list it in higher exchanges like OKX, KuCoin, Bybit. And when news like that are actually announced, most of those coins actually pump by 100%, 200, 500%, just because of the news of listing on Bybit or some of these tier 1 exchanges. And it also does quite better when this coin gets listed on Binance. You can see that based on this hierarchy, you get to make most of the money if you're focused on some of the coins that are listed on these smaller exchanges over the ones listed on bigger exchanges. Most times, if you check some of the coins listed on Binance, you will discover that most of them are actually crashing from their listing date. Simply tells you that Binance is actually the last point where people want to list their coin. So the moment they get to Binance, there's actually not a big amount of catalyst that will drive that token to start going up again. So most times, those tokens actually crash down back. So your best bet is to start with these smaller exchanges and scale through, just in case you're going to go to the higher exchanges. But remember the rule of taking profit when necessary, and look out for the team and be sure that the team are actually very good and they have the capacity of pushing this project to the next level. And this very point takes me to the next lesson, which is learn to use decentralized exchanges. Now, some of you are only familiar with using Binance, Bybit, Mexi, OKX, and many other ones. But most of the money are made on decentralized exchanges. How do I mean? When these coins get created, let's say a coin is created on Pump.com, for instance. After this coin has bonded, it will get listed on Radium. And most times, this coin has to run to like millions of dollars in market cap before platforms like Mexi, AccentX, and Gate.io would actually list these coins. For them to transition to exchanges like Bybit, they have to cross to like tens of millions of dollars of market cap before Bybit will list. And before Binance would start looking into them, most times they would get to like hundreds of millions of market cap, because these exchanges want to do their due diligence before listing any of these tokens. So imagine if you're able to spot these coins when they were back in Radium. That was within the $80,000 market cap to like $1 million market cap, or even up to like $10 million market cap. You see that you've made yourself a 10x to like a 100x before some of these exchanges start thinking of listing them. So you can see that familiarizing yourself with decentralized exchanges would help you make the most of money before these coins even get to centralized exchanges. So why not? So why are you not doing so? I've made a lot of videos about how to trade in decentralized exchanges. You can check out some of the videos in my channel. I'm going to leave the links in the description. The next point I want to talk about is you need to be early. Now, this is actually related to the last point which I just talked about. Now, being early simply means you are very early in a particular coin or a project even before they start doing crazy numbers. Now, being early has been one way I've been able to make a lot of money for myself. There was one midnight I was awake scanning their screen and I saw one coin pop up which was called Magnet. I actually bought Magnet with around 2 Solana and I was watching this particular coin. It was going up, coming down, going up, coming down, and I was like, I'm about to sleep. So let me just go ahead and sleep. But one thing I stopped doing recently was to sleep on my meme coin bag, especially the one I have no conviction at all on. I was contemplating between selling this coin or holding this coin, and I finally settled to sell this particular coin. I sold it. I got back my 2 Solana, which was actually perfect. But the next morning, this coin was up 100x from my entry point, and I would have made 200 Solana just by being early. So the point I'm trying to make is being early is very, very important. You can do that by having cliques of friends that are like minds. These friends are always awake, so sometimes you might not be awake. Another person might be on their screen now. Another person might be on Twitter or any other platform scanning for anything at all. With that, the person might be able to spot this thing very well, and then he's like, guys, buy this thing, buy this thing. And maybe if you're not even online, the person can go as far as calling you. I have friends that do that for me. I also do that for my friends too. I can call them, guy, go ahead and invest into this coin. It might pop up, and then just wake up and invest in it. So having these cliques of friends would actually help you stay positioned and be early. And sometimes you might also do this by following people on Twitter, and that's just it. So try as much as possible to be early. Now, being early doesn't just mean you have to buy meme coins that are like in smallest market cap, and then sometimes you might be early in coins that are even listed on Bybit or something. Some coins are on Bybit, but then they have a lot of potentials and they are still very down. You might just scoop some of them and then ride them to the top. So as much as possible, look out for how you can actually be early in some of these coins you're investing in. The next lesson I've been able to learn is meme coins are part of the crypto space even way back when Doge was created. And even in 2021, most of the meme coins were actually popping. Now, one of the major meme coins I only invested in was Rich Quack in 2021, which I was scared of investing, and I actually bought with $0.5. But I was able to make $160 from that particular meme coin in the space of 1 month. And even from the person that taught me cryptocurrency back in 2021, he told me I should focus on utility coins and not on meme coins because I would lose my money on meme coins. And I carried that same mindset. So what happened was I never invested in meme coins aside from Rich Quack, which I was only able to put $0.5. And I had another friend of mine who was only investing in meme coins, whereas I was just focused on utility coins. And the funniest thing is, by the end of 2021, this guy ended up making way more money than I actually made. And that was when I was like, wow. So I would have actually focused on investing in meme coins. I made way more money than I actually made. But now, even in 2022, I wasn't investing into meme coins because, yeah, we have the bear market. But in 2023, that was when I started looking into meme coins. I remember buying a coin called World Web 3, and then I invested around $60, and I ended up making like $1,000. But I was still very scared. I was just investing $60, $100, $200 into these meme coins, and most times if I see 100% or 200%, I'll just sell off and move on right away. So it's just a few coins I actually held that made me like a few thousands of dollars. But in 2024, I made up my mind to start investing into meme coins seriously, and that was when I started throwing $5,000, $10,000, $20,000 into meme coins. So I've been able to realize that meme coins are here to stay. They are going to be here even in 2025, 2026, 2027, 2030. They are still going to be here. And people are scared that they are losing money in meme coins, but there are some persons making money. You actually need to understand how to play the meme coin game very well, just so you can be profitable trading these things. I won't say you're not going to make losses. You're going to make losses, but make sure your profit actually outweighs your loss. That way, you start seeing meme coins as part of the crypto space. Now, if you want to learn more about meme coins and how to start making money from them, I made a cryptocurrency and meme coin mastery course. The website to sign up for that course is uchecrypto.com. Go to the website and sign up for that course right away. The course is just $200. I'm going to leave the website in the description. So one important lesson I've learned is understanding how to buy dips. So some persons are going to see a coin running up very hard and they're going to tell you, if this coin just retreats a little, buy the dip, buy the dip. So there is a time when a coin can run from like $1 million market cap to like $50 million market cap, and this coin is down to like $2 million market cap. And some persons are telling you, buy the dip, not knowing that this is not going to recover at all. I'm going to give an example with Popcat, for instance. I'm not saying Popcat is dead forever, but like if you look at the chart right here, you can see Popcat started trending down. It went down like this, this. So some persons at this point would have told you this is down to $1.1 billion market cap already. This is time to buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And you end up buying. And what did you notice there? It only ran up to around $1.5 billion market cap and it came down more. And even the more you try to buy the dip, when it came down here, some persons will try to buy around $1 billion. It still didn't go up as much as possible. It came down the more to around $600 million market cap. And some persons might be telling you, buy this dip at this 600 million, this might be the final dip. But what did you notice? It went up a little bit and it's still going down the more. As a crypto trader, you need to understand when a coin is in an uptrend, a downtrend, or in a sideways trend. When a coin is in an uptrend, that is when you should start looking at the dip. Let's look at an example at this point. I'll put this in 1 day time frame. And you can see Popcat had this huge run, a drawdown. This was actually a big point to buy dip. It went up again, and this is an uptrend. But the moment right here where you can spot that Popcat had a downtrend, look at it right here. It broke below this low right here. That was when it's confirmed that this is a downtrend. Anything you are trying to buy here is not going to save you at all. It's still going to keep going down. So you just keep on buying the dip, buying the dip, buying the dip, and this token keeps going down. So you need to understand all of this trend, knowing the right time to invest in dips and knowing the right time to exit. In fact, the best time for you, if you actually bought the dip, and every time we have this bounce upward, that is the right time to sell off and then run away, because the moment you don't sell at this top, it goes way lower than the lowest point it was before. Just like you can see right here, it went lower than this. This point right here was another point for you to have sold, and if you didn't sell, it actually went lower. This point where you're seeing it actually moved up a little bit was another point for you to sell. So these are like points where you should actually be cutting your losses if you're actually holding these tokens. Now, I'm not saying you should just go and sell and then lose money like that. Once you know the coin you're investing in and you believe in it so well, you can actually hold it as much as possible, but not minding that chart patterns are also very important. But if it's a coin you don't have conviction in, my friend, the best thing for you is to look out for ways to gather from that coin as fast as possible. The next thing I want to talk about is you have to be patient. Now, cryptocurrency will test your patience a lot. I'm going to give you one example with this Popcat chart right here. Now, if you look at Popcat, for someone that bought this coin somewhere around this point here, this was in December of 2023. This coin, as long as 2 months after February of 2024, it was still within the range. But what happened afterwards? Look at this huge spike upward. It moved up from this very point to this point right here. It was over a 4,000%. That is a 40x. So sometimes you might hold a token for 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month, and you're losing your patience already. Go ahead to sell it to invest in the next shiny one. What actually happens is you end up losing your money in that one. And this is one thing that happened to me a lot. So I've been able to learn how to be patient. If you're holding a coin, hold it as long as possible. Doesn't mean this one you're holding is not going to pump. There's still going to be a time when the one you're holding is going to pump. So why not have some patience and allow this one to run at its own pace? But it doesn't mean you should hold a particular coin till the end of the cycle and then you end up losing all the money you've made. That was me in 2021 when I invested in Cardano and XRP, and that is why I see it, those two coins still today. Because I bought XRP and Cardano in 2021. But instead of going up, those coins were always static. At some point, I started comparing XRP and Cardano to USDT, and I sold those coins angrily. Now, what I would have done differently was to take out that money and then invested into other coins. I would have made money for myself. But what you noticed recently is XRP has pumped a lot last year and earlier this year. And imagine if I was still holding some of those my coins up to today, I would have made profit. But that's actually a long time for you to hold your coin to make profit, because I really don't think the wait is actually worth it. But what I'm trying to say in essence is be patient with your coin. But in as much as you want to be patient, know when to be patient with it enough and know when to move it to the next coin to invest in. If a project is not building anymore, if a team is not serious about anything at all, it is time for you to pack your bag and invest into the next thing. So I hope you're able to understand this particular thing very well. The next thing I want to point out is don't follow the crowd. So there's a reverse psychology I've been able to use in the past 2 years, which has actually made me more money than other persons. Now, if you're on my Telegram channel, there was a point when everyone was bearish on meme coins. That was sometime in last year. I was like, everyone is bearish in meme coins and the entire crypto market that we are going down. That was, I think, sometime in August or thereabout. I felt like this, since everyone is scared of investing, this is the right time for me to invest. Now, I always have this quote in mind: be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. I discovered that everyone was fearful within that period of time, and I found that this was the best time to start investing into my favorite altcoins. And I invested, and when the market started picking up, that was the time I was actually taking profit. And I think sometime within that period we had another crash again, which I already sold off most of my bags before that crash happened. And after that, I saw that people were already scared again about the market, and that was the right time I actually invested again. And most of the coins I held within those periods when people were scared, I actually made between 5 to like 30x from most of those coins. So the points where people became greedy about meme coins and other cryptocurrencies, that was the best time most persons would have sold off their bag and watch the market crash again and then invest. But sometimes you should know how to do this meticulously. Don't just go and sell off your bag when you're not supposed to sell off your bag. So make sure to time that very well. The next lesson I want to talk about is understand tokenomics. Now, tokenomics is just simply token economics. Now, I've done a deep dive video about tokenomics, and you can actually check out that video with the link in the description. You can go ahead and watch this video so that I don't end up making this video very long. But you should know that tokenomics is one pointer to tell you if a coin is going to do well in the long term, or it's just going to be a coin that would never do well in the long run. So I hope you're able to check out that video to understand tokenomics very well. The next point I want to talk about is focus on narratives. Now, there was a point when we had metaverse trending. That was back in 2021 when Facebook rebranded to Meta. I was a big beneficiary of that. I actually invested in one coin called Sandbox, and within 1 week Sandbox ran to I think like 10x or thereabout. And after then, that trend actually died. And there was a point when we had AI trending a lot. There was a point we had gaming. There was a time when we had meme coins and many other narrative actually trending. So one thing you should take note of is focus on narrative instead of focusing on a specific project. It is very, very important if you want to make money. So you can do this with CoinMarketCap or CoinGecko. So let me just show you with CoinMarketCap. All you just have to do is go to category section right here, and you can see a lot of categories. So your job is to identify which trend is in view right now. So if it's AI, your duty is just to come to AI right now. You can see there are some of the coins right there which are called AI coins, but they're not really original AI coins. So you just have to identify that very well. But coins like Bitensor, Render, FET, GRT, and many other ones are like full-blooded AI coins. So you might want to look out for that very well when investing into some of your favorite coins. I hope you're able to understand that if AI are trending right now, your job is not to go and look out for one DeFi coin and then say, this DeFi coin, I'm very bullish on it, let me go and invest in it. No, that is when you should be looking out for AI coins to invest in. As a matter of fact, I like that people are able to identify a trend very early before others are able to spot it. That way, you would have even made a lot of money before people are able to see, oh, AI is the one trending now, or gaming coins are trending. That way, you've made way more money than other persons coming in after that. Second to the last point I want to make in this video is bet on new coins instead of old coins. Now, what I mean is there are some coins that have been existing since 2019, 2020, 2021, and there are some newer ones like that. Now, what you're going to realize is the new ones actually outshines the old ones. Now, this is exception of Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum, and some of those older OG coins. But aside from these coins I've mentioned, every other ones, you should focus on newer ones instead of older ones. Now, what I'm saying so is if you go to CoinMarketCap snapshot, okay, let's pick out November of 2017. I'm going to just pick 5th of November 2017. Now, look at the coins you are seeing here. Now, look at the coins you are seeing here. NEM, Qtom, BitConnect, Hypercash, Stratis, Komodo, ARK. Some of these coins are not existing today anymore. Like, nobody is looking at to buy any of these coins. I'm just going to show you an example by clicking on any of them. Let me click on this Komodo right now, and you can see it's still trading. But if you look right here, you would realize that it's been down, pretty down since 2018. It hasn't made any big move at all. It's still at $24 million market cap, which you might say is a lot, but like comparing where this coin was years back, you can see it's at some point got to around $1.1 billion market cap, and right now it's at $24 million market cap. I mean, and there is no hope for this coin to actually go up again. I mean, it's even on Binance, KuCoin, HTX, and some of these big exchanges, but you might not see this coin going really high again. Maybe max is going to go is like $50 million or $100 million market cap or thereabouts. But what you would have done is to focus on the newer ones in that same category. So let's say AI is actually trending. Instead of focusing on older AI coins that have been existing since like 2019, 2020, I personally don't invest in any coin that was created even before 2022. Most coins I invest in right now were created between 2022, 2023, 2024. But that is the coins that I actually focus on, because most times, if you look at this FDV right here, you can see if you look at this market cap and FDV, most of the times when the market cap and FDV are almost equal, it simply means there's no more token in allocation and team will have sold most of their tokens. But let me take you to SU, for instance. I'm not saying you should go and buy SU, but I'm going to show you. I'm just going to use this to give an example. If you look at SU right here, SU is at $10 billion market cap and FDV is around $33 billion. So it means there's still around $22 billion worth of tokens that are yet to be unlocked. Now, inside those $22 billion worth of tokens, you will realize that team has like a very significant amount of money inside those tokens. So what is going to happen is you're going to see that the team are very, very dedicated in pushing this project, because they know that they still have a very huge bag that they are yet to sell. So because they have something attached to it, they want to work towards actualizing that particular goal. They want to work towards making that coin do very well, so that when it does well in future, and then let's say there is an unlock schedule for team, at that point their money will be worth way more than what it is right now. So that is why you should always bet on tokens. So that is why you should always bet on newer tokens instead of older tokens. But I'm not saying you should just go and buy a coin blindly, because the market cap is way small than the FDV. Remember, I told you to go and check out the video about tokenomics. That video is going to help you very well. And to the final point in this video, which is always have liquidity. Now, one thing you should know in this space is new coins would always emerge. At some point you will see that I've missed out on this coin, not knowing that another one is still going to come. There is always new coins coming in this space, and you don't want to exhaust all your money buying into existing coins. So what you should do is always have reserve, that is stable currencies like either USDT, or any one of your choice. Now, even if you don't, now let's say you're overly invested into the crypto market, what you can do is to start taking profit from the ones existing and then keep that in stable currency, so that whenever a new one comes in, you're able to buy the new one. The truth of the matter is, right now we have a lot of coins created daily. I think at some point about 1 million coins were created in a month, compared to 2021 when we had less than about 10,000 coins. Right now, imagine creating 1 million coins. It simply tells you that people are not really interested in older coins. They are looking out for newer ones every day. People will jump into this one, and then once it pops up, people sell off and move over to the next one. So you don't want to be caught holding the older coins. Now, I'm not saying you should I'm not saying you should just go and sell your old bags that you have big conviction in, or like coins that you believe are going to do well in the long term. It is good for you to identify coins that are going to do well in the long run and then hold them. And one thing I would advise you is have two portfolios: a portfolio where you keep coins you are investing in for long term, and a portfolio where you just focus on short term plays, degen plays, and the rest of that. You just buy, and then if it pops up, you sell and move over to the next one. When you do this, it's going to help you very well in making the best in this crypto market. So I really hope all of these things I've been able to explain is able to make your journey even quite better. And this is what I've been able to learn over the past 4 years investing in the crypto market. And if you want to learn more about making money from the crypto space, I have a course which is called the Cryptocurrency, DeFi and Memecoin Mastery course. You can check out the course with the website uchecrypto.com. The course is around $200 for the first 50 persons. You can go to the website and get the course. The moment you get to 50 persons, the course actually increases to $400. So you want to get the course right now. And guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.